All right, let's dive into a question that sounds incredibly simple on the surface, but is actually pretty fascinatingly complex. Where does the circulation of your blood actually begin? You might think there's an easy answer, but trust me, the reality is way cooler. Let's figure it out together. So here it is, the big question. When you think about all the blood flowing through your body, where do you picture it starting its journey? Our brains instinctively want to find a point A, right? A clear starting line. But in a system this elegant, the answer isn't that straightforward. And this gets us right to the heart of the matter. The reason this question is so tricky is because we're not talking about a straight line from one place to another. We're talking about a circular journey. There isn't really a true starting point because, well, it's a closed, continuous loop that never stops. So how in the world to answer a question about a circle? Simple. You break it down. To really get it, we need to stop looking at the circulatory system as one single ring and instead see it as two distinct but totally interconnected circuits powered by the heart. Let's start with our first potential beginning, the prep phase. In this first circuit, the main goal is incredibly simple but absolutely vital: getting the blood ready for its mission by loading it up with fresh oxygen. This prep phase has a name. It's the pulmonary circuit, and its purpose is super specific. It's a short, targeted trip for oxygen-poor blood to go from the heart to the lungs just to refuel and then come right back to base. Okay, let's trace the path. It all kicks off in the right ventricle. From there, the heart pumps this deoxygenated blood into the pulmonary artery. Its destination? The lungs. In the lungs, it drops off carbon dioxide and picks up that all-important oxygen. Now, fully recharged, it heads back to the heart through the pulmonary veins, arriving at its destination, the left atrium. And just like that, circuit 1 is complete. Okay, so if that was the preparation, what's next? The delivery. Let's see how that connects to the second major circuit. This is where that freshly oxygenated blood goes out to do its real job, nourishing the entire body. And this is the systemic circuit. Its mission is crystal clear. Take that oxygen-rich blood from the heart and deliver it to every single cell, tissue, and organ in your body, from your brain to the tips of your toes, and then make the journey all the way back. So, where does this grand tour start? It begins in the powerhouse of the heart, the left ventricle. With one powerful squeeze, blood is pushed into the aorta, the body's main highway. From there, it branches out, reaching every part of you. After dropping off its oxygen and nutrients, the now deoxygenated blood begins its return trip, collected by the vena cava veins, and flows right back into the right atrium. Mission accomplished. And here's the aha moment. Remember where that last circuit ended? In the right atrium. And where did the first circuit begin? In the right ventricle, the chamber right next door. That's the connection point. The end of one journey is, quite literally, the beginning of the next. The loop closes. This chart lays it out perfectly. Blood from the pulmonary circuit arrives in the left atrium and is immediately passed to the left ventricle to start its grand tour of the body. And when that tour is over, the blood comes back to the right atrium, ready to be sent to the right ventricle to start the lung trip all over again. It's a perfect, seamless handoff. There's no stop. There's no pause. Which brings us to the key takeaway, something you can sum up with one simple analogy. Asking where blood circulation begins is basically like asking where a circle begins. The question itself assumes a starting point that, in a continuous system, just doesn't exist. So that brings us to our final understanding. It's really all a matter of perspective. The right answer simply depends on which part of the process you want to focus on. So, what's the takeaway here? Let's break it down. If you care about the moment oxygenated blood starts its journey to feed the body, then you'd say the systemic circuit is the beginning. But if you're focused on the process of preparing the blood by getting it oxygen, then the pulmonary circuit is your starting point. The deeper truth, though, is that there is no absolute beginning. It's one continuous and beautifully interconnected cycle. And that leaves us with one last thought. Maybe we've been asking the wrong question this whole time. Instead of searching for a beginning, isn't it more amazing to think of it as a perfect perpetual motion engine? A system that never stops, constantly powering life with every single beat of your heart.